Yep. Yep. Are we live now? Right. Hi everyone. This is the EFT No Starworld Tournament race versus zer0mavrick and Erik. I think this one might be a close one. The PBs, zer0mavrick 33.58, Erik 34.21. Anything can happen in this race. Both have started off okay in World 1, but there's nothing we can really say. May need to actually adjust the streams. 1 second. So Erik 360, zer 360. Still too close to call. I think they're pretty evenly matched, both Erik and Zero. So hopefully we'll see a close, tight race. So Erik and Zero not having any problems in YI3 at the moment. Pretty much a standard YI3. Zero going for the dragon coin. Erik with a 259. Zero with a 259. So now we're into YI4. Erik misses the platform. That's going to cost him. Didn't see if he didn't get shell jump. He went for it, but I think both went. So both of them 275. This is quite close. So first castle fight. Erik is good on his fences, as a Zero. It's going to be very hard to differentiate between his two runners. Employ almost the same strats there. Erik grabbing fire. Zero grabbing fire. Erik doing a bit of swag there, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it looks like Erik is marginally ahead here.
Yeah, just.
About a second.
I'd say slightly less than that.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because it's not. The game second is what, 0.6 seconds or something like that?
Oh, I was just looking at the timer. Oh, well, if it's just based on in-game time, it is 0.6 for...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is slightly less, yeah. Must have
slightly less.
Very similar Road 1, except for that Room 1.
There were no major mistakes. They're both playing really well. When players are this good, there's not really much you can say because everything is executed pretty much as it should be. So who's your favorite, Ben? I think I already know who my favorite is. 360 for Erik.
I legitimately couldn't say because I don't really have a favorite. I think this match is basically 50-50.
I want to say Erik for one reason, because he's just stopped playing Kaizo 1 now. So he might be in the zone for this. But he's going to have a hard race with Zero. It's not going to be easy for him.
won't be easy for either of them. Also, it looked like Erik got quite close to not actually grabbing that shell and getting hit.
Yeah, Zero made a slight mistake with his shell grab, so that cost him a little bit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But it's not. I don't think it's enough to call the race yet. Something significant has to happen because both these runners are so good.
Well, it would take quite a lot. Yuna was ahead by like a minute and a half. She managed to unfortunately lose, and that was at Castle 2.
So
Dan as
Erik got
well.
250 and Zero got 243. So they're what, there's 5 seconds difference between them. So hopefully both of them get DB3 fly, otherwise there'll be there's quite a large time loss to miss it when they're this closely matched.
So there's 6 seconds in it based on fade out.
Erik made a slight mistake there. He landed on the cloud. This could give Zero just what he needs to close that time down. Just close that gap slightly. $62 for Erik. 62 for Zero. That didn't cost Erik too much there. So now going into DP4, hopefully neither of them get Yoshi. They don't need it. Although, yeah, it's difficult to remember sometimes when you're running categories. Erik has just finished running all castles and a 96. So hopefully he remembers not to get the Yoshi. I think Erik's a bit disappointed he's hitting every cloud lately. So he hit DP3 and then DP4. So here comes Morton's Castle. Let's see how well they do. One mistake here is going to cost them a lot of seconds. So Erik gets Morton Fly. Room 1 Fly. He gets up there. Zero gets it too. Erik is... Morton Fly starting off well. Will he grab the spring? He doesn't grab the spring, but he doesn't lose any time. Zero grabs the spring. Erik's got fire. This is so close. This is so close. But Zero might pull it back because Erik is losing time. Yeah, it's really close. This is so close. Erik split 30-32. Zero also split 8-32, I believe. Erik's going to actually have a fight on his hands actually to win this race. This is going to be tight. Zero just needs to remain calm, and he's probably got this. Erik is going to have to also keep calm, because if he panics, it's all over. So both of them start off VD1 fine. Okay, Erik makes it. Zero makes it. Zero doesn't get the strat. This is going to disappoint him. Erik is now just pulling ahead now. Zero's now going for casual strats. Well, I say casual strats, normal strats. It's going to cost him. I can't remember how much this costed, but it costed quite a lot. He needs Erik to make a mistake, I think, to catch up. This is how good both of these guys are. That a mistake like that will probably be enough for an upset. Although there's something like 15 seconds in their PBs. Erik gets flight in VS2, fine. He hasn't hit a cloud this time, which is good. Zero just jumps it. I thought that was a bit late. He didn't get hit, so it's not late. Now we're on a Yoshifu level. Erik, I believe, is slightly ahead. Erik going through there fine. Zero's had a good start. Holding it. Zero's holding it together. So now we're into the fort. I'm actually on the edge of my seat here because part of me wants to see someone make a mistake because it would just make that race a little bit tighter, but at the same time, that would suck. Both runners having a good run at the moment. Erik just entering the Resnal fight. Goes for fast Resnal. Waits, gets it. That was a good Resnal fight there from Erik. Zero is just entering the Resnal fight. Goes for fast Resnal. Nice. Also gets it. There's literally nothing separating these runners. I mean, Erik's slightly ahead. Zero stream seems to have thrown. No, Zero's fine. So Erik and BB1. Between them. I don't have a time for how far apart they actually are. So I will work that out at the end of this level when I see when Erik finishes and when Zero finishes. But it's seconds. It was honestly seconds. I mean, the VS1 would have cost Zero quite a bit of time. He didn't get flight. But they're still in the same level. When one finishes, one
It's 10.5 seconds.
Is it 10.5 seconds? Cheers, dude. Yeah, there's literally nothing. Like, I'm amazed how close this race actually is.
At this point, it often is quite close. Forest of Illusion usually does separate the runners, but yeah, there's still a lot to come. So having that 10 seconds buffer is pretty nice.
Especially for runners that are this closely matched, that 10 seconds is going to be a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, a 10-second gap is practically nothing, but for Erik and Zero, that's significant. Yeah, it's about 10 seconds. Eric having an okay BB2. He hasn't landed on any clouds again, which is good to see. DP3 and DP4, he's hit those clouds, but he's recovered. I think it's going to come down to clips this race. If neither of them get, if one of them gets first try clip and the other one doesn't, it could come down to that. Eric's just entered Ludwig fight, not a Ludwig fight, Ludwig castle. Zero's just entering. See the strat he does here. Eric scrolls early, does scroll strap. That makes fire the Podobos release early so he can avoid them. Let's see what Zero goes for. Does he go scrollless?
I think he goes with Cape.
Oh, he goes with Kate. Nice. Oh yeah, he's going with Kate. Oh wow. So both runners getting through room 2 just fine. Zero with Cape, Eric using fire strats and scroll. Zero hesitated there. He had to wait because if he moved, he would have got hit. There's a good call there from Zero. Changes to fire.
Yeah, that gap is widening a bit. Not by much.
It's up. I think it's about 15 seconds now. Like 13 or 15. My last check.
36. Wow, we're actually closer to 20. I'm surprised. I thought it was 15 as well.
Oh wow, they are. It is. Yeah, look.
Maybe
What
I
happened
counted
there?
wrong, but Eric was 17:04 fade out of the cutscene.
Zero is probably going to be 24 then, because I was counting 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 seconds between them. That's a significant gap. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to clips. I really do. I think if Eric gets first try clip, he's got it.
Oh, I wouldn't.
He didn't get. Okay, fine. No, okay.
I wouldn't say that necessarily, but if he just plays right, you know, definitely.
Yeah.
We've seen people be 30 seconds ahead, like really good players, and just something happens. But I think once you get out of Castle 5, that's where your nerves should settle a bit. There isn't too much after
Yeah,
that.
it's unfortunate it's that late in the game. It's that late in the game that your nerves settle. Because you've only got one castle after that, Wendy, and then it's the home straight.
Yeah.
So does Eric get first try clips? Let's have a look. No, he drops his Yoshi.
That's really
significant. That's significant. Zero might catch up here. This is costing Eric a lot of time.
The fact that he had to wait an extra cycle to attempt clips, like he should not be attempting this again.
No. He's getting kicked out. He might. Right, Zero gets first try clip. He is now ahead. Clip misses. Eric is not having a good game now. He's lost his lead. So.
Getting kicked out there twice in a row, really unfortunate.
And he's kicked out left side. His sub-pixel is completely gone.
Make up 3 times. Make up 4 times in a row? Are you
He's out 4 times.
That's really unfortunate.
Eric needs to go for easy clip now. No, he's not going to get in. I don't think he's going to get in.
Well, at this point, he should keep attempting hard clip. He's pot committed, but he should have went on after he had to wait that extra cycle.
So Eric is now. He's dropped his Yoshi a second time. This is bad. Eric is not going to be happy with this. He might be tilting right now. He's through. Avoids the fish. He's seen the fish. He's avoided the fish. But it's cost him so much time. He's going to have to play so well to catch up. It's unfortunate to see such a good runner potentially lose a race to that. It's too early to call. but I'm not sure he's going to be able to catch up. Zero is on fire. He didn't tilt.
Yeah, Eric
just
lost a
kept
minute and
going.
15 seconds there.
Yeah, that's too much time. Unless something seriously goes
I
wrong with
really
Zero's run.
don't think it's even callable. Of course, like Zero should win at this point, but just way too many extra races.
Someone who's raced Eric, this kind of thing he could tilt at and just it could.
Oh, in that
get
sense,
him flustered,
I do agree with you.
But it may fluster him enough that he's now not concentrating on the run and just is all hyped up. Just hope Eric keeps a cool head.
Although, based on the fact that he lost about a minute 15, yeah, the fact that he lost about a minute 15 and isn't even that much behind, compared to that loss, is maybe some takeaway.
Indeed, yeah. So Zero's finished Roy. It's pretty much flawless. Eric's just entered Roy. That means two things. Ooh, bit close. Oh, Eric, no. He doesn't want to die. He is trying. No,
wow.
He's had to take a dive.
Also, I need to go downstairs. I just heard a noise.
Yeah. I just hope he doesn't forfeit. I just hope he carries on. So Zero's having an alright race here now. Eric just died. Again. I think he's just given up. He's going back for Kate. It's a good shout. Good call. But Zero has a comfortable lead now. Unless anything major goes wrong for him, he's got this race in the bag. Eric takes a death in Forest 1. This is so bad. I feel my heart bleeds for him, honestly. Hopefully he can go and just don't tilt, Eric. Don't tilt. We're rooting for you, my dude. So Zero's entering the castle. Not castle, the ghost house even, apologies. His spin fly strat. I haven't seen that been done. That's an interesting strategy. I think he's going to bounce off the... Yes, he is. He's playing it safe. This is an interesting move. And he gets the door. Eric is now in Roy, but he hits the Podobo. Eric is really not having a good race here. He is 2 minutes behind PB. Oh, this is so hard. This is hard to watch. This is just so hard to watch. Eric was in the lead for a while, just second ahead. Bad clips in Forest 2. 2 deaths now in Roy. 2 deaths in Forest. Everything that could have gone wrong up to this point has gone wrong for Eric. Zero having a good CI2. His secret exit. Yep. Gets flight. Nice. Grabs the key. Through. Eric's died again. He's going back to Forest 1. Hopefully he can get Cape and not die here again. So he's got the midway at least. That's saving grace. Not much time loss when you get the checkpoint. 09's Chocolate Secret. Pretty much flawless. Slight mistake there. Misses the checkpoint. Interesting. He was going for it. Right, Eric. Just gets Roy Fly. Just gets Roy Fly. That's good to see. Through. Can he make it to the end? He's got flight. There we go. He's in the Roy fight. Hasn't got Fireflower. That's going to cost him. Misses Roy. Gets hit. Roy's on the wall. This is not good. This is not good for Eric. He's not going to feel good about this run. Oh, Zero lost flight, and he lost his cape, and he grabs his fire. But he's still ahead. Eric probably won't be able to catch him. There's mistakes. As long as Zero doesn't tilt, he'll be fine. Zero's Fire Mario going into Wendy. Can get Cape in the next level if he doesn't lose his fire. As long as he's got power up active. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he made a mistake there. He should not jump. Crusher was coming down. That's Zero's first death of the run. Eric is going to do this no cape.
This is...
Misses the power up. Oh, Eric dies in Chocolate 1.
This is just another one of these races where
Well,
both are given
yeah,
opportunities and it just...
it's just all gone. Zero had a good run up until Wendy. He went for the spring jump as the Crusher was coming down because he missed it first time, but it got him. That's his first mistake there. Zero's taking Wendy carefully. Gets through the checkpoint at least. Eric misses a checkpoint. He's supposed to, I think. Eric has that's a good no cape there. Yeah, alright. It's not perfect, but he's getting through at least. Zero's having an okay Wendy despite the death. He's through. Eric gets his power up. I don't think either runner's going to actually be happy with this run. Zero's going to be a bit annoyed with his death in Wendy. I think Eric's going to be a bit annoyed.
Though Zero is in a really good position keeping that mushroom through Castle 6.
Yeah. I'm not sure I would be happy with what happened in Wendy if I was running.
Oh, of course. Strange way to die.
I think just one of those things, you're in the race mindset and you're like, no, I just have to take this risk. Eric is struggling with the ghost house, which is unusual.
Yeah, I think that was a very... I don't think that was a great decision to try and fly there.
No, it wasn't. He gets a debrief. Is he going for small only? Yeah. No, he didn't go for small only. So Zero's done with the Wendy fight and is going into something ghost ship. He's got a mushroom, so he can get Cape here, which he does go for. Eric now entering Choco 2. Let's see what happens in room 2 of Choco 2. So Zero slowing down slightly, delaying. Eric takes the death again. I think he's tilted. He's gonna try again.
Yeah, for sure.
He might have to go and get a cape, which is gonna cost him a lot more time. Has Zero got the double? No. He's waiting for the second ring. He wants to keep his cape through VOD 1. I think that's a smart choice.
Oh, wow.
Eric just saving that. Genuinely thought he was going to take a death there. Oh, that's nice. Eric getting through Choco 2.
Also with the key jump. Very nice.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Zero taking the second star power. Smart choice, smart move. He wants to maintain that lead. He doesn't want to get in the... He doesn't want to take any risks. He's ahead. He knows he's ahead.
Orb. That was a bad orb.
I missed it. I was watching Eric. Sorry. Orb.
Not bad. I'm going to give that a 9.5 out of 10.
Well, when Eric gets there, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Zero in VOD 1. Nice. Oh, interesting. He didn't Zero made a significant mistake there. You wouldn't expect to see that with someone this good. You know, that's going to annoy him, I think. Didn't cost him too much time. It didn't really matter. But, yeah, it's not what you expect. Erik finishing Choco Secret capeless. We're to the home stretch now. Just Bob 2 and 4 to go. What are we looking at for 0? 35, 36 maybe?
Probably. Yeah, I think you're right. Sounds about right.
About 30. That's going to annoy him. Just clipped off there. So he's got a checkpoint. Erik got a crusher skip, I believe? I didn't catch it. Yeah, he got crusher skip.
Yeah, he attempted at a small Mario, which is completely luck-based.
Yeah. Is Zero going for... No, he died to sandbar clip and lost cape. And lost his backup cape. That's going to annoy him. But at least he went for sandbar.
Yeah, I think he was probably just attempting it, knowing that he could probably attempt it a couple more times even now and still be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Royce
Erik
was...
just finishing up... Sorry, say that again?
I was just going to say, Royce was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't surprise me that Erik would have been able to catch up, given what happened at Clips, but Zero's waiting an extra cycle there.
Yeah, he's just lost a cycle.
I think Erik might be a bit disappointed, as Zero gave him a lot of opportunities here.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, if Roy didn't happen for Erik, this would be much closer than it is. So I reckon Zero will go for RN jump.
Probably. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Why not?
Well, he's got nothing to lose.
This had been a pretty decent run for Zero up until Castle 6, and even at that point was still pretty good.
Yeah. Erik grabbing cape. Good move. Zero gets RN jump. Nice.
Hesitated there
5 out of...
for a slight second, possibly couldn't believe they actually got it, but
yeah. What is it? There's 5 out of 6 attempts will get it. So it's 5/6 chance or something like that. So it's like not quite 8. Is it 80% chance of getting it? Zero waiting on the crushers. I really was worried there for a second. I thought it was going to hit them. Let's see. I think Zero's going to take this safely. I think that'll be a smart move. He knows he's ahead. He doesn't have to, you know, take the risk. He can just take his time, go at his own pace. There we go. Times. Yep, timing these crushers right. That last one was a bit iffy. Will Erik get the backup star? No, he doesn't. Zero not going for fast Resnor.
I can't compete with that.
Nobody can. So, Zero is going into Bowser's back door. And I meant that to be as pervy as it came out.
Yeah, looking pretty good for Zero right now.
Yeah, there's not much Erik can do now. Zero taking the Mecha Cooper with him, just for safety. Erik's Bob 1 seems to be going off without a hitch. Ooh, I thought he was going to lose cape there. That was so close for Erik.
Yeah, I got very lucky there.
Close. And he made a mistake by ground pounding. That's going to cost him a bit of time, but it doesn't really matter anymore. He didn't go for the backup cape. Interesting.
He was already holding the block. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, I don't. Why he put it down, I don't know. Zero's Bowser fight going off without a hitch, going off fine. Got his Mecha Koopa. Hopefully he gets ball skip. Just have to wait and see, because the fireballs are falling from the sky. Erik doesn't get the checkpoint. He shouldn't go for sandbar. He better not go for sandbar, because if he does, he has to do that level again. I think he might be going for sandbar. This man is insane. He gets sandbar!
Very
nice.
Congrats, dude.
Very nice. Oh, that was nice. He took a calculated risk. He gets it.
Very, very good. Very impressive.
I was worried there, not gonna lie. Zero's Bowser fight's suddenly not going so well for him. He's into phase 3, but he hasn't got a Mecha Koopa.
Yep.
Erik gets secret exit. Let's hope that his Valley Fort goes well. Gets the fast hit.
Yeah, that fifth hit was very nice.
Done. And he gets a 36.43. According to SRM.
Congratulations. Very well done to
GG
Zero
to Zero.
On the victory.
Who will he be facing next? Do we know? Oh, Erik.
Dorster.
I thought that was going to end... Oh yeah, it's Dorster. I thought that was going to be a death. Erik takes a hit from the Podobo. So he's in a Reznor fight. Doesn't have cape. Goes for fast Reznor. Almost loses it. Finishes. Will Zero be joining us in chat?
Probably, yeah.
Erik is in Bowser. Hopefully his fight goes well.
Howdy.
Yo, Zero. How you doing?
Welcome.
How'd you feel?
Oh my god, that was the worst thing I've ever witnessed. I may as well just like taking a bath with a toaster. That was...
Oh, Zero, you're being too hard on yourself. I mean, you had a good run. You were 20 seconds behind at one point, and then you caught up with Erik, and then you just had a really good run up until Wendy. How did that Wendy split feel for you? Did it tilt you a little bit?
Yeah, that was a major tilt. I was half tempted to just try and do the boo ring skip without the extra feather or whatever, but I was too afraid I'd end up actually just hitting it. So I just sort of went with it.
No, I think you made a smart choice there, not going for that. And I think you went a smart choice also getting the second star power.
Yeah, that was... I need to turn down my game audio. That is just way too loud.
So let's not focus on the negatives anymore. What do you think was the best part of your run?
The best part of my run, I guess after I butchered, what was it? After I butchered Butter Bridge, that whole area, then I was at least able to catch up the time over in the Forest of Illusion with the, I guess, the hard clip. Now, I did mess up grabbing the ice block or whatever, but I don't know. I guess that was probably about the best part, because everything else after that was subpar, I'd say.
So Eric's just taken a hit and lost his mecha.
Oh, wait,
He's just finished with 350. I think he got 40 flat.
39, 57, although in the race room it might be different. Yeah, sorry, like his stream started glitching out for a second or two, I don't know why, but it's fixed now.
So Zero, you're going to be facing Storster next. How are you feeling about that race?
I think that'll be an interesting race. He's really
Eric's
good.
Just taking a hit.
I think he's probably better than I am. I remember watching Storster when he first started, and now I come back and he was like a monster. So
I think it's going to be a tight race, and I think it's going to be a very interesting race to watch.
it looks like Eric wants to be dragged in.
I think he does. Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit sore on that. Eric,
Hey.
how are you feeling about that race?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling about Roy, dude? Roy.
No, it was the clips that made me.
Eric, how are you feeling about that race? Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't just go for easy clip in the end. Like you went so long.
Yeah, because I was gonna get it at some point.
That's the hard clip curse.
Yeah. So what was the best part of your run, do you think?
It was horrible.
Yeah, no, that's the same with me. There was no good part. I think that's the two.
Literally no,
nothing redeeming.
Well, I guess I got sandbar, so that's something.
Yeah, so that,
Oh, you got
I thought, yeah, he got sandbar. He was crazy going for it, and I scorned to tell you for it, but it was interesting to watch.
Yeah, I tried sandbar and I died. That's when I was like, oh, I lost.
Oh.
It's over.
Oh no, there was too much time.
Yeah, when I was 5 minutes behind my people, then I kind of gave up.
Well, you both put on a great show. You both put on a great race. It was a pleasure to watch, pleasure to commentate. Thank you for that race.
I should have. And GG on the win, Zero.
Congrats, dude.
Thank you very much. And also thank you for the restream. It's always fun.
No worries,
Oh, yeah.
as always. Alrighty. Thank you very much, Agathor, for the commentary. You did take most of that for me. That is appreciated as always. But we're not done yet because everyone has got to go over to Jackson and tell him how amazing he is. Oh, except I can't spell. Oh wait, no, he changed his name.
Yeah, let's have a raid message. Yeah, he's like Jackson D77 now.
Yeah, _D77. There we go.